morning. It's Saturday, June 17th. And right now, we have resumed talks with Iran, nuclear talks. Now, I have been against this talking with Iran nuclear program ever since Obama instituted this thing. And it was Donald Trump that got us out of it in 2018. And I'm not so sure that he got us out properly. In any event, Iran is a country that spends millions of dollars supporting terrorist groups around the world. And in addition to doing all of that, they're a major supporter of Russia, supplying Russia with the arms and extra military equipment to kill the Ukrainians and to destroy the country of Ukraine. So here we are, sitting down with them and trying to renegotiate the nuclear program. And I was thinking that's a very terrible thing for us to do. I don't think Iran is a trustworthy country. I don't think they should have nuclear facilities, because I don't believe that they will stop improving their uranium system until they have enough for a couple of bombs. And they will be a threat to the whole world. And they will have leverage, tremendous leverage, once you have nuclear weapons. And so why? Why are we sitting down and talking to these people? Why can't we take a firm stance and say, no, we're not lifting sanctions, we're not doing anything to help you guys. You have to get your act cleaned up. You have to be a civilized country. Now, I am sure that is impossible. I am sure that there are still many, many things in that country that are wrong. I certainly know that they don't treat their women very well. It's a despicable, tyrannical country, and we are sitting down and trying to negotiate with them. I think they should be isolated from the rest of the world. Now, that won't happen because Iran holds some of the largest deposits of proved oil and natural gas reserves, ranking as the world's third largest oil and second largest natural gas reserve holder. And that was in 2021, and I'm sure that situation hasn't changed yet. At the end of 2021, Iran accounted for 24% of the oil reserves in the Middle East and 12% of the oil reserves in the rest of the world. So they have a lot of leverage themselves. You can't do anything unless you destroy their oil and their natural gas resources. And we're not about to do anything like that. That would be a shanda if we were to do something like that to teach them a lesson, So here we are, stuck in the middle of indirect talks with Iran in an effort to constrain their nuclear program. Do we have the time to waste on this? Is this the most important thing we could do? I don't think so. There are more important things going on in the world. Just increase the sanctions. Keep the leverage. Keep the pressure on this country. Do everything possible to destroy the regime without going to war. No lifting of sanctions, no easing of anything towards them, until they can prove that they are a nation that is going to act in a civilized manner to the rest of the world and to their own people. Is that too much to ask? Instead of sitting down and trying to negotiate over the nuclear, we shouldn't be negotiating over anything nuclear. We should just be saying, stop with this ridiculous production. You do not need a nuclear weapon. You are going to get a nuclear weapon because you want to destroy people. You want to destroy Israel. Why? Why do we even sit and talk to these people? It's a disgrace that we are wasting valuable time and effort going through some back door, indirectly talking to them, because they don't talk face to face. And right now we're not getting anywhere. Although sources have said there's some indication of progress. But one major source says we're just not there yet on an agreement. And both the U.S. and Iran have denied that an interim deal has been reached. So if there's no interim deal being reached and everything, why do we continue to do this? Pure waste of time and effort. And the stakes are very high. They're very high for this renewed effort. Because we have a 2024 presidential election coming up. Everything we do hinges on that stupid 2024 election. This should not have any scintilla of effect on our 2024 election. If this is a major problem with the people in the United States, that we have to do something about the nuclear deal in Iran. After that nuclear deal was a disaster way back when we got into it in 2012 or whatever that time was. Why are we wasting our time? This should not have anything to do with the 2024 election. This is a pure, unadulterated, screwed up diplomatic situation. This is an evil country and should not be given anything. They should be ostracized. I know that can't happen because we have countries in this world that agree with the way that Iran runs and are perfectly willing to support them. And that's why the world is screwed up, because Iran will have support. I don't know that Russia can afford to support them much right now. Russia desperately needs whatever Iran has. But I don't see China stepping up and trying to change the attitude of Iran. And I don't see any countries in the Middle East standing up to them either. I don't see Saudi Arabia doing anything. So we're at odds with a huge section of the world. But we have to step back and say, screw you guys, we are not doing anything in this deal, and you must stop, and we will increase the sanctions every single way that we possibly can to stop this. And we shouldn't have anything about Iran that affects the 2024 presidential election. That's crazy. If there's a segment in this country that believes that if we don't finish this nuclear deal, we're not voting for the current administration, and that's a big shame. Now, of course, we do have 3 Americans that are designated wrongfully imprisoned in Iran, but we can't do anything about getting them out. So if they are using the leverage of those people that they kidnap, that's another terrible strike against them. So I leave you with this mess this morning. I see no visible end that could come to a good conclusion. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.